What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Now I've got a little bit of a different video for you all today. I'm going to be focusing on one of our exclusive ranges, talking you through the various vitolas and then giving you a taste test review at the end. So today I'm focusing on one of my favorite collaborations that we've done. It is the Alec Bradley Orchant Seleccion range. Now I absolutely adore every single cigar in this range. We've got 6 in total and each one of them offers something different. Beautiful sort of blending that's gone on in these cigars as well. You've got a Honduran Seco wrapper, an Esteli Nicaragua and Honduran double binder, and then you've got filler leaves of Esteli and the Jalapa Valley in Nicaragua. So that double binder, what that does is really slows down the smoking process for you, even in the smaller vitolas, so it gives you much more time to really let those flavors develop and sort of combine and give you just depth and width of flavor. You're getting woody notes, you're getting cedar, just the wrappers to look at, they're dark, they're mysterious, they're chocolatey to the touch, and just absolutely stunning. But I'm going to stop talking, let me go grab all 6 of these and we're going to talk through the various sizes. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how they vary from one to the other. So let's get into them. So first up is one of the more unique vitolas in the range. It is the Twisty. Now this is 3 5x39 cigars woven together, banded together, standing there proud, a trio of absolute wonderfulness. Now you've got a few different ways you can enjoy these. You can separate them out, give them to 2 friends, and all 3 of you can enjoy the cigars. As you're actually smoking the cigar, it's going to maintain that shape of the twist, so you're going to get a really interesting kind of visual of your ash kind of curving around a corner. Now it's not something I would necessarily advise, but you can do it if you're man enough to do it. I'm certainly not man enough to do it, but cut all 3 caps off at the same time and enjoy all 3 together. I've never seen it done, but I've heard rumour of it being done. If it's something that you've done, I'd love to see a picture of it. Head over to our Facebook page or our Instagram page, tag us in an image of you enjoying all 3 of these beautiful cigars. Let's move on to the next one. Next in the lineup, we have got the Pointy. This is a 4.5x46 Bellicoso, and I really find that these are the perfect kind of late evening little walk out in the village, if you know, walking the dog or anything like that. This kind of Bellicoso end gives you, depending on the cut, it's going to give you a little bit more focus of flavour onto your palate and going to hit your palate in certain areas that you're not necessarily going to get from the other vitolas. Really interesting in this one as well because it's slightly longer, a slightly bigger ring gauge than some of them. That bigger ring gauge, and with that double binder, it really slows things down and you're able to really pick out the nuances of flavour, the black pepper that comes through, the kind of almost crystallized ginger that you kind of get as well. Just really interesting flavor on that one. These are really handy, like I said. Grab them in a pack of 4, grab them in a single, chuck them in your bag, chuck them in your pocket, always on hand and always good. Next we have the Orchie. This 3.5x44 is the epitome of a perfect quick puff. Beautiful little size, that 3.5, 25, 30 minutes at a push, but giving you all of the benefits of the fuller sized cigars in this range. So you're still going to get that development of flavor. You've still got that double binder. You've still got that mix of Honduran and Nicaraguan tobaccos coming in absolute harmony. I find that these are great, again, for an evening, a little walking the dog. Also first thing in the morning with an espresso or a latte, the perfect little wake up call, perfect little, you know, start the day in the right way. On to the next one. So moving on to one of the most popular cigars in the range, it is the Skinny. Now this is pretty much bang on a perfect size cigar, 5x43, giving you enough time to really have those flavors develop, those nice peaks and troughs, and the finish in this vitola I found seems to last a little bit longer than the others. 4 or 5 minutes after you've had a puff, you're still tasting those amazing flavors, you're still chewing on that Nicaraguan mineraliness, you're getting those sweeter Honduran notes coming through. Just a beautiful vitola, feels perfect in the hand, the mouthfeel is impeccable. I can't stop talking about these ones, but I have to. I've got 2 more to go, so let me grab a couple more and we'll talk through them. So next up we have the Robusto-esque Shorty, a 5x50, gonna give you again that perfect sort of time, that 5-inch in length, Robusto in the hand, perfectly weighted. It feels just right. You can just kind of feel the weight and the quality of the tobacco in there. That double binder, that, you know, I keep talking about, that double binder is such a rarity in the cigar world and such a magnificent thing that we can carry across this entire range, giving you that time to really focus on the flavors because sometimes find that life gets a bit rushed and you really have to kind of rush your cigars to sneak them in where you can, fit them in around normal life. This double binder almost forces you to slow things down and really just contemplate the flavors that you're getting, picking out the notes that you enjoy, picking out what you can pair it with, you know, thinking to yourself, okay, the next time I have one, I'm going to try it with maybe a sherry, or, you know, quite a peated whiskey, or even a sherry finish whiskey would be even better. Perfectly sized cigar in this one. I find that the boxes of these, if we can get them back in stock, they fly off the shelves immediately. I've got a couple tucked away for myself. Definitely a special occasion cigar for me. I really like to sit back and enjoy these of an evening underneath a patio heater. There's one more to go. That's the one I'm going to review, so let's get into it. Last but not least, the big daddy of the range, it is the Chubby, this 4x60 beast of a cigar. Absolute flavor bomb. Feels so nice in the hand. That 60 ring gauge as well, the mouthfeel on that 60 ring gauge is just about perfect. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. And the burn with that double binder in this larger ring gauge format, you get those beautiful stacks of ash as you work your way through the cigar. Now I am out on the terrace today and there was a little bit of wind, but I'm going to try my best to really get those beautiful stacks of ash as I work my way through on this one. You know what, I'm done with talking. Let's get into it. Let's get this one cut and lit. Let's move on to that first third. I hope you'll join me. So, making my way through the first third on this one, about 10 to 15 minutes or so in. I said that double binder really does slow things down for you, but it's given me a little bit more time to really focus on the flavors in this one. Initially, what I got was quite intense meatier notes, almost like a char grilled steak came in that first third. That was joined with that mineraliness that you get from that Nicaraguan tobacco, and the more sweeter notes that you get from that Honduran tobacco. But they all kind of worked quite well. It's not overpowering at all, and with this kind of darker wrapper, you're getting those naturally darker, sweeter, more depth of notes. They definitely stay with you a lot longer. The finish on this is phenomenally long. It's just giving me more and more in between puffs, and as I'm working my way through, that's building up and it's building up and it's staying with me longer and longer as I'm going through. Even like I said, just this less than an inch into this one. So I'm going to sit back, take this one down a little bit further. I'm going to stop probably just before the band to give you a little bit of an update, but let's see where it takes me. So a little bit further into the first third on this one, the flavors have developed a little bit more. The sweeter notes have kind of changed into dried fruit peel notes, kind of, you know, sweet and tart. There's a coffee that's come through as well, and there's quite an interesting note of black pepper, but very pronounced black pepper, but it's not overpowering. It's working well with those sweeter notes. It's coming in and just kind of, it's making my palate tingle a little bit. That's kind of punches of black pepper, but they're working amazingly well. That ash is holding beautifully. This is burning slightly askew, but I think that's the wind out here today. Really enjoying this one so far. The band is going to have to come off, but I do just want to talk about these beautiful bands on there. The gold, the black, the burgundy, the Orchant Seleccion, standing proud on the band there. You know that these cigars are going to be quality if they've got that Orchant Seleccion mark on them. I know I'm biased, but I would say that anyway. I absolutely adore every single cigar in the Orchant Seleccion range, but the Alec Bradley are a personal favourite of mine. So the band's about to come off. I'm going to take this one down a little bit further and let you know how it goes. So I've just crept past halfway on this one today, and the flavours have changed up ever so slightly. I've got more earthier notes coming through, more kind of pure tobacco notes as well. Sweetness has dropped back ever so slightly, but that black pepper is still coming in with those nice little punches between puffs. The finish on this one really gives you some nice peppery notes, some spice. There is a little bit of kind of real pure tobacco in there as well, you know, not masked by any kind of overriding flavours, just real crisp, clean, dark tobacco notes. That ash is holding beautifully there as well. Even out on the windy terrace today, it's just holding really well. Nice stacks of ash as I'm going down. And even in this smaller size, it's not hot to the touch or anything at all. Beautiful enjoyment. I'm going to take this one down a little bit further. I'm expecting big things in the final third, so let's see what it gives me. So the perfect draw tool has come out because I'm just enjoying my time with this cigar so much today. I want to get as much out of it as I can. About an hour and a half in on this one today, so it's really taken its time to give me all of those flavors, all of that development. That final third, the spiciness came to the forefront, but it was met with the sweetness. That punch of that black pepper was there. Those coffee notes were creeping in towards the end as well. Still getting no kind of almost meatier notes as well. I'm kind of thinking this is going to pair perfectly with a nice steak and a nice Malbec. Maybe in the morning with a double espresso, this is going to work incredibly well. Now we are going to be releasing a sampler that's going to contain all 6 cigars in the range at an amazing price, and these are an exclusive. You're not going to be able to find them anywhere else in the world. So head over to the website right now. It's C.Gars.com. That's C-G-A-R-S.com. If you've liked this video, as always, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos, and let me know in the comment section what next exclusive you'd like me to highlight. Until next time, I'm going to sit back and enjoy. Take care of yourselves. Peace.